So, you decided on the thesis video. Fantastic. Let's talk about how to write a compare and contrast thesis. If after this lesson you would like a little more help, there are supplemental documents available inside of the exact same folder you got this from. Neat. So let's go ahead and get going. All right. You've got all of your evidence together. The first thing that you should absolutely do when you're writing a thesis is reread the prompt. You want to make sure that you are answering the question you were asked and not the question that you've made up in your head over time. Your prompt is right here in the video. Explain similarities and differences in 3 of 4 areas: social structure, government, economy and trade, and leadership. Examine each as a cause of the war for independence. If you are doing the honors version, you have 150 more words to expand a bit for one of the 3 causes you chose to talk about its role throughout the conflict, at the beginning, during, and at the end. So, what you do is quickly, walk through your own notes and think, which of those 3 would I like to talk about? And make sure your notes are all together. Make sure that you have information on them at the beginning of the war. Okay, let's write a thesis then. Well, what do you think? So, here's some things to remember. Note the keywords in this essay prompt. It's directly asking you to explain similarities and differences. Therefore, your thesis must explain what they had in common and where they were different. Your thesis, right, and your essay should stay within the parameters of the question, right? For example, if your essay is on the Columbian Exchange, you should not bring up deals with the Swahili coast in Africa, right? You have 4 things to tell you. You got 2 countries, 4 ideas to talk about. Stay inside the box. 3, your thesis should state an opinion. Be bold. Don't merely restate the question, right? Most everyone, can write the most basic kind of thesis. I figure you're here because you want to get better than a C. So, now that we've got our basic reminders together, how about this example? For the example prompt, I have compare and contrast the basic features of 2 of the following religious systems prior to 600 CE. Polytheism, Judaism, Christianity. Okay. Cool. So, what's going to be bad, just generally, is a thesis that just restates the prompt. Judaism, for example, Judaism and Christianity were similar and different. That's just restating the prompt. You could literally say that about anything, right? Dalek and Skull Globe are similar and different, right? Everything is similar and different. You can do better. Let's do better. This claim, by the way, unarguable. That's what we mean. Could be true about anything. It's too vague. All right. Also bad. Your thesis should contain the categories that you will use in the essay as evidence, right? So your categories, it's got 4, but another bad way to write this claim would be Judaism and Christianity were similar in some ways, but different in others. Again, that's about anything. Dalek and Skull Globe. So these are both examples of theses that on our rubric would mark a C. Let's get better. This is a B. Judaism and Christianity were similar in origin, but different in practice. Fantastic! I finally know what this paper might be about. Hooray! Great. But like, what about precision? Right? The rubric talks about that. Okay. You've outlined your argument. But don't begin arguing in the thesis. Talk about the categories. Don't bring in your evidence yet. An example of an A with our, example prompt is this. While both Judaism and Christianity are Abrahamic religions, sprung from the same cultural hearth, they have diverged in their practices of faith, recognition of religious canon, and the divinity of Jesus Christ. Fantastic. So this one not only references the prompt directly, it's clear, it's precise, and also it gives me a roadmap of what it's going to talk about, the categories of things. Notice it doesn't bring in any specific evidence, but I absolutely know how this is going to work. Okay, for your compare and contrast thesis, here's what you're going to do. Take a look at your evidence that you have collected. Find your 3 strongest categories. Use those to clearly describe how the 2 countries are different and how they are similar, right? And I got for you guys some templates. There are a couple in this video, and I think there are more inside of this folder if you look around. So, all right. Number 1. While X and Y are similar in way, and way, they differ in way. Popularly, although X and Y are superficially similar in regards to thing, and thing, there are major differences in the details of each. X and Y are more different than similar because of reason. You can use any of these formats that you want, or one of your own, to construct a thesis, right? It's as easy as a sentence. Ooh, if you end up online using the thesis generators, not saying they're bad, mostly they're this, but a bot kind of fills in the blanks for you. Watch out, because you're smarter than the robot, and the robot sometimes spits out complete gibberish. So, make it be in clear English. No. Last, once you have generated a thesis, your exit ticket is just that. You're going to use the video to write your thesis, and then you're going to complete the exit ticket. The exit ticket just asks you to copy and paste your thesis in. And highlight a few of the spots. This video is dumb short, so go ahead, spend the next couple of minutes slapping a thesis together. Good luck!